Alright everyone, we are back! We are continuing with the Rerir's battles. Let me just fix this. Is this going to be better? A little bit too much light. But hey, it's going to be good. Okay, so we are getting back into the base, the secret intelligence base. Well, I hope we have a good plan. And by the way, this quest, I think, should be 4 hours long. So yeah, we're going to be for quite some time here.
Oh, do you think the others are making good progress? Hope it's all going smoothly. Oh, hey look!
Well, I hope too.
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining us for now.
I ran into Miss Nefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flintz.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for.
More than you bargained for? That's the same that was the question that I had in mind.
Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the good fortune to run into a pair of brave young warriors.
We meet again. How have you been?
Oh!
Albedo! What are you doing here?
It's been too long. I'm guessing you're here to see Varka.
That would be a natural assumption to make. It's also the correct one.
These two courageously lent me a hand while I was fighting the wild hunt. When they told me they were Sir Varka's colleagues, it all made sense. Given how people of outstanding talent tend to cross paths, it's no wonder you're already acquainted.
So,
Where is
who's your
Venti?
travel buddy, Albedo?
Because, let's be
Why don't you
honest,
come and introduce yourself?
Venti should help probably almost the most. Durin is going to help the most,
a gentleman
but
of few words, I see,
yeah.
and a rather stern countenance.
Wait.
I presumed you were acquainted with him. Is that not the case?
Wait, those horns. You must be...
It's nice to meet you again. We've technically met before.
Wait a sec! You're Minnie Durin!
That's right. It's me. I'm glad to see you again.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop the mini.
Yeah, I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Interesting, isn't it? The first step towards blending into human society appears to be reflecting on whether one's name really reflects who they are.
Wow! You look so different! In a good way, of course. It's great to see you looking so healthy.
Thank you, Paimon. And although you're as mini as ever, I understand that diminutives don't always convey endearment. I'll be sure to simply call you Paimon as a sign of my great respect for you.
Wow, Paimon having some respect. Come on.
Get used to this. From now on, you may refer to her as your esteemed guide, Paimon.
I actually think diminutive is very warranted here. Little Paimon is pretty tiny after all.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size.
No,
When
she
people
needs
call
to
her
grow
little
up.
Paimon, it's just because
I'm
she's
not
so
going to
adorable that
carry
they can't
baby
help
with me
themselves.
for
If
next
that's not
who
a sign of
knows how
endearment,
many
what is?
years.
You're absolutely right, Miss Lauma. My brother still has a long road ahead of him when it comes to understanding human relationships.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Columbina, leave with you? How come she isn't back yet?
She's been catching up with old friends. Wouldn't be surprised if she stopped for a cup of tea or 10 on the way back. Uh-oh. People are talking
There
about
we go.
me. Hope it's nothing negative.
Seems like she's in much better spirit after meeting her old colleagues.
Judging from your expressions, I'm guessing it all went well?
It's getting crowded here. I'll go grab some chairs.
No need. This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Thank you for your hospitality, ladies and gentlemen, but I was merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Zendrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure, everyone. But this is where I'll say goodbye.
We really appreciate your help.
Thanks for understanding by us. Thanks by standing by us.
Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
Oh, this is interesting.
I understand.
Cryo slime dancing in the background.
Bye for now, Harlequino.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on in and see for yourself.
And so it begins! The Act 4. Dainsleif? And I just saw that I didn't change it in the title
I
to
overheard
the
your little chit-chat
Act
outside, by
4,
the way.
but I'll
With
do
Miss
it
Columbina's
afterwards.
colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in. Though it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague too?
Sorry, he's probably here for us.
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This here is Dainsleif, colleague of Teyvat's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly colleagues, more sort of friends.
When someone else jumps in to do the announcing, you know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for us, it's usually something important. Paimon's guessing you've heard about the Wild Hunt, then.
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy, would that earn me a seat at the table?
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Mr. Dainsleif, there's a seat with your name on it. Though, I can't promise the same for everyone else. Hey, Albedo, think you can rustle up a couple more chairs?
After all this time apart, Grandmaster Varka's first order is to rustle up a couple more chairs. I've missed this.
Is he being sarcastic?
Hey, he's your brother. Why are you asking us?
I've still got a lot to learn about the nuances of human conversation. Trying to decipher Albedo's way of speaking has been like jumping in at the deep end.
Oh, good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without getting the hang of it. You're ahead of the game already.
Look at you, Paimon, expert in the art of encouragement.
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so long?
Oh.
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods confidential. Under such circumstances, would it not be tactless for me to impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled ability to garner people's affection, Miss Moonchanter. Besides, you have far more in common with her than I do.
All right then.
Just like that?
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
As I'm sure Miss Lauma will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be selective with your own.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true sage.
Anyway, Looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Let's take a little breather, folks. And feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll get down to business once the other two arrive.
Other two. Venti and Bennett. Right?
You're both awfully quiet.
Let's just skip this. Okay, this is not important.
I'm flattered.
So I guess that Venti is going to come, that's like 100%.
You can replicate it.
I can try.
But it could be Bennett. It could very much be
told,
Bennett.
I can't remember.
You're not alone there, my friend. Eatlua's a good apple.
Come on.
We could only hear out Dainsleif.
That goes without saying.
Anyone else in the know?
It's dangerous, Bean.
Then, in the name of the Animo Archon... Of course. Just...
Fair enough.
Maybe there was something important.
Is
But hey.
there something you'd like to say to me?
Yeah. For starters, why'd you just show up here without even giving us a heads up?
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character for me.
You do have a point there.
Sorted out your accommodation yet?
Oh yeah, you'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Want to tag along with us? You never know. We might get a group discount.
Sure, let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it. And in return, we can get Dainsleif to be our very own personal bodyguard.
Paimon, you're thinking out loud again.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good to know. Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's backs. That's just what friends do, right?
Indeed. Thank you.
Okay, there we go. Let's hear about the plan. Nefer is back. Okay, fine.
Ah, Miss Nefer. You made it after all. But what about Yehoda?
I'm here to give you an update on how things are going on our end. Once this is over, I'll be heading straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the Curatorium to watch over things while I'm gone.
Huh. So much for just this once.
Shh! Not so loud! We're on a roll here.
Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at nighttime. It's like they're putting on a concert in the background.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be speaking before so many distinguished colleagues and collaborators. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nod-Krai. Then Nefer is leading the investigation.
Okay, so
into
introducing
background.
everyone.
Assisted by
Let's
over
just
here, we have Mr. Flint's.
let's just continue.
A Ratnik and guardian of the abandoned For those of you who've never met, this is Mr. Albedo, a renowned alchemist and captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team. By his side is a new face for us all, myself included, Mr. Durin, who has come to lend his aid. Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Teyvat.
Okay, that's got to be a joke. That's got to be a complete, utter
Looks
joke.
like you might have another job coming your way. So, congratulations on the booming business, I guess.
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's looking for me now?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the Rerir of Solnari.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions. But in your case, I'll have to decline.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you seems like bad news.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Rerir of Solnari's real name is Rerir. He was once an acquaintance of mine.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
You flatter me, but none of that matters anymore. My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rerir's background.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends. What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the Five Sinners.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the Five Sinners. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I have never spoken openly of this before. But the truth was exactly as people say. The Five Sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart in the process. The visionary, Vedifenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold, Rheindotter, who desired to create life. The foul, Sertologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Rerir of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the five, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions, so what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
It could be, why not?
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedifenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together, we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved. Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me, like a never-ending nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned, each striking towards our separate targets. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedifenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man, working for the Conrian Intelligence Service. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him. Enough, I hope, to help you plan your next move.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Must be all that good karma I've been building. Who knew having a Kandrian friend would come in this handy?
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks! Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already?
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to tone it down next time.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif. Let's speak in private once the meeting is over.
Before that, there's a few things I'd like to share.
Okay, telling them what happened with the moons.
The hearts of the 3 moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Teyvat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be undone. So far, I have yet to find a solution. It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place behind. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Rerir of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
Kutar.
She seems a lot more energetic and positive than she did when we first met.
Defeating the Rerir of Solnari will be no easy task. While my strength slowly recovers, we'll also need to gather more intel.
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the answers to a few key questions. Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? And what's he really after? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you. But right now, relying on your skills is our only option.
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that?
You
What if
will
I suddenly
see.
decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well. Like two peas in a pod.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something.
Flins is
Unlike
actually
you,
funny.
I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on
How
my
can
shoulders.
someone
Is
who
that right?
doesn't even exist
Maybe
be
the
funny?
fact that I'm willing to put my
Someone
hopes
who
in other
is
people says more
the
about
same
me
as
than
the
you.
undead,
But the fact is,
the
I
flame,
also
just
trust
a
you.
thing.
And that's because I know
And he's
that
the
you're someone
funniest
you
in the
can count
room.
on.
Like, what the hell?
Anyway, We've got our plan, so let's get moving. Mr. Dainsliff, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with me.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have far more luck getting Lauma to convince Miss Nefer than trying to do it myself.
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you to realize.
Okay, yes. Okay, this is stupid. This is stupid. Why write it? I'm not going to read it. They did some planning and researching. Okay, fine. But why make it that stupid? Just text. Text on the black screen. That's the same thing that I can do.
Thank you for waiting.
Like 2 minutes.
That's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsliff get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rerir's past, and you seem fairly familiar with Mr. Dainsliff already.
That's right, we've known each other for quite some time now. Yeah, actually, yeah. Is it like 3 years already?
We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite you to join this operation. He feels confident that these secrets will be safe with you.
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
Thank you for your trust too, Nefer.
Likewise. I appreciate that you got right on board without interrogating me about why I invited you. It shows that you trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
That's one way to put it. Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rerir's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside, I will focus on searching for information. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. We will discuss our observations after the ceremony has concluded.
So Paimon is the one that mustn't go with us.
Weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room but not joining the ceremony.
Nefer conspicuously left out the detail of her confidential method. I guess her brain diving techniques are a trade secret.
Well, good luck, everyone. Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root for you guys.
Well, that's the thing that you always do.
I was being serious when I
the
said
only
you
thing
have a
you
job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rerir's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team. That's pretty much the most important job in the crew.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, got it.
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
Let's see a couple of more secrets from the Rerir.
So,
how he
did Mr.
got into the
Dainsleif tell you
madness.
anything else?
He told me that he believes Rerir kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all the same.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Yeah, of course.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
You're such a killjoy.
She's got incense, candles, almost feels like a summoning ritual. Seems like Nefer still has no intention of sharing her trade secrets, but now's not exactly the moment to pry. I see there's a chess set on the table. Could that have something to do with her intel gathering methods?
Alright, I'm good to go.
All set over here too.
I'm ready as well.
Promise, Paimon, you'll be extra careful.
Pinky promise.
Alright. Let your whole body relax. We're about to begin. Close your eyes. Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves, paperwork, files. According to Dainsleif, Rerir used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's plenty of top secret intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rerir? Can't say I'm not looking forward to this.
Okay, so we are back. It's a little bit different place.
He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
Today's files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. This one should be archived under purged targets.
Okay, this is
Female,
cool.
23.
This is
Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Never mind. What's it got to do with me? Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Just another nobody for the archive. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Huh. He barely even interacted with other Crimson Moon descendants. Female, 16. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. She doesn't seem to be anyone important, but then again, how many of them really are? Female, 13. Occupation, none.
Another orphan.
Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Filed. Male, 11.
11?
Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has not been observed making any contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized on... Male.
6.
Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
6 years old, come on.
It's funny, isn't it? Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it. Sooner or later, the Crimson Moon descendants will be completely wiped out. But as their numbers dwindle, they become harder and harder to track down.
That's not how it is.
Fortunately, however, most of the able-bodied adults have already been taken care of. The remaining weaklings will be increasingly easy to deal with.
No! No. My job is to ensure the survival of the Eclipse Dynasty. And the only way to do that is by eliminating any and all potential threats. It's a perfectly legitimate... Every single one of my colleagues can attest to my fairness. And if my friends were aware of the facts, I know they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts.
Okay.
A box containing a ring inlaid with a precious gem. Must be for his girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Is this before? No. She didn't say yes. Yeah. I remember it now. She didn't say yes. She's got some stupid analogy.
A file tucked inside a folder. The title reads, Dear Breakfast Shop Owner. It's a list of names. But at this stage, I have no idea who any of them even are.
Well, all lost Khaenri'ahns and dead Khaenri'ahns, so...
This is. Seems like it has to be inserted into that camouflage device nearby. Aha! It's an audio recording.
Please, hear me out. I can't shake this feeling that someone's been spying on our house. No, I'm not being paranoid. It's true. I saw someone dressed in all black. It was a couple of days back, but that was on another street, not near my house. I swear, I know what I saw.
There's a note in the margin. Surveillance of the run for their residence has concluded. We apprehended the target and filed the mission report last night. Could the voice in the recording belong to one of Rerir's targets?
Targets or friends?
Bookshelves full of documents. Looks like these are all files, packed with the personal details of individual Khaenri'ahns. The Crimson Moon dynasty preceded the eclipse. Since Rerir worked as a secret agent during the latter, It stands to reason that he was tasked with purging remnants of the old dynasty. Yep. Lines up exactly with what Dainsleif told me.
Mr. Vedifalnir, it's been quite some time since we last met.
Rerir, I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking. It won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such. It's a wish, isn't it?
No fooling a prophet, is there?
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good? Knowing how the future will unfold.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and melancholy. Unless, of course, you learn to abandon these feelings. You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject, and the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. For both our sakes, such words are better left unsaid. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear of the unknown?
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then. Let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness. If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
I knew it. I knew it. I said it last time, and I said it
There's that same black
as
fog
well
again.
because of
Could this
her
memory belong to
answer
Valendis?
when he engaged.
Guess
You
I
know?
better tread carefully.
Yeah, I need to think about it.
Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face and learned his true identity. His name is Rerir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it?
Or maybe this is
The man you're set to marry
going to
leads a
break
double life as a
everything.
brutal executioner.
Why are you telling me all of this now?
Simple. It's because I want you to kill him. You are the only person he would never suspect.
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable thing.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last. Do not forget that the blood of the Crimson Moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone. You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
Persuade the Vinster King?
Welcome, Naruto.
Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets over and over again? Or why we refuse to give up on restoring the dynasty? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my words. Sooner or later, Conria will fall. And it will be his doing. If you can't bring yourself to do it, so be it. Just you watch. It won't be long before calamity descends upon us all.
The Rerir of Solnari. That really
You
is
called
quite
it.
a secret you've been keeping from me, Rerir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time too. Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. And yet, is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder?
Here's still
If we
not
don't
that
cover
high
up the parts that
temperature,
no one else
so
should see, how can we go on pretending to be normal? Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose, no matter who I have to face.
And who are you going to face?
Huh? Was that Rerir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out. Deli? Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten they used to run a deli. People of no consequence always vanish so easily. And no one even remembers them.
Oh. Let's see if she killed him.
He's not the man he pretends to be. So many have died already. And they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day. We're not going to survive this, are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through our veins? Felindis, are you even listening?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Sorry, Freether. My mind was off wandering. I heard you, though. You're talking about what Rerir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Rerir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage.
Well, I'm good.
Besides, my eyes are
Just had
perfectly
lunch
ordinary.
and shower,
Truth be told,
and
apart
as
from
you
my
can
teacher,
see,
pretty much
I'm streaming.
no one knows I have any connection to any of
Let's
it.
finish the
It's been a long time
Rerir's
since my family
story.
severed ties.
so we can continue onwards with the Dottore again.
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now,
I've seen that I will need to pull one more character in Genshin, which is something that I don't like at the moment, but hey, it is what it is.
You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together, surely he wouldn't lay a hand on you.
I won't speak in his defense, nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this. Here, hold on to this.
And
if
how about you, Naruto?
To escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some spare change.
You called that
the new
change?
Geo character that is coming out, she's going to be a great booster for Zibai and healer.
But you
so
can't go anywhere right
guess
now.
I will
Please
need to
think
take
about
her.
yourself for once.
And also, I didn't pull Lauma, so the two of them. The two of them are on the list.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Why would it? Aren't we all just walking blood bags?
But not everyone is accustomed.
That's a good question.
Down others like prey. You've been a hunter for so long now. You seem to have forgotten that most people don't just go around killing one another.
Leave me alone.
So he had some kind of inner voice.
Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle. Then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk. Pray won't sense a thing.
I doubt that. I'll bet no one's ever died a quiet death at your hands.
I work clean. No traces.
The ones I dealt with have always been guilty, and I've carried out my work flawlessly.
No more lies.
Was it because she didn't trust you, or something else?
Enough!
Oh my god, all kids. Well, I hope it's going to get better. You just need to wait until it gets out. When it gets out, it's going to be fine.
Delindis, do you
It gets stuck and then it just hurts.
Orlog.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke for quite a while, didn't you?
Yes, we did. What about him?
He's dead.
Was arrested 2 days ago. Chances are he's already dead.
He...
I just don't get it! After everything he's done, why do you still stand by him? Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep dying?
No, that's not Just hear me out.
I need to go now, Thalindis. They're looking for us. You take care too. If you ever need a place to hide, come find us.
Okay.
Author Thalindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation within is proving more problematic than anticipated. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger. But I... If all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later it'll be my neck on the line. But could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
I guess he wouldn't. Or at least you can hope he is not going to. I don't know. Oh. Well, not good.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on. If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen. Imagine that. If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this, would we?
It did definitely change when it comes to Kandria, at least.
Just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too. Huh. Wait. That's...
Thalindis.
Thalindis? No. No! Why? But you bear no mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be. A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it now. You've been living in the shadows just like me. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends would back me up. But in the end, Irminsul. Finster King! How far are you going to take this? From the direct bloodline to secondary offshoots? And then what? Today it's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
Okay.
You're really letting me go?
I am. As long as you can guarantee that no one will find you.
Don't worry, I'll be extra careful. No one will know I was here. But what about you?
Me?
If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission, will you?
Good point. In that case, maybe you should stay.
No, please! I just want to see the outside world again. To...
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word. So please, just let me go.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. Go, now. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifilnir. What are you trying to do?
Oh, it is him.
Because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir, or you risk losing everything.
I will not abandon Thalindis.
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
That voice used to be so unclear, but now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedifilnir. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. What's his game here? Tell me then. What will this moment of opportunity look like? And no answer. He's like a ghost. Always disturbing me when I'm on edge, but never answering when I need him most.
So, the Eclipse Dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seems like it was all connected to the Vinster King's research. The King's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Khaenri'ah hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rerir's life was so unstable. And it looks like this Thalindis, Rerir's would-be fiancée, herself belonged to a sub-branch of the Crimson Moon Dynasty's descendants. It almost defies belief that a couple like them could hide the truth from each other for so long. If the Vinster King hadn't intervened in such a drastic way, they might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives. And why does
that is possible.
Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rerir's head? This guy kept more secrets than I ever imagined. The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts they're willing to let surface. Time for something a bit more creative. We've been inside Rerir's mind this whole time, building up a picture of his psyche. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together.
Maybe.
Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction, part simulation, part reasoning, but it's usually pretty accurate. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rerir has really been hiding.
I got blinded. And what's this?
Rerir, are you there?
What?
Hey, Rerir! Come out, it's urgent!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay.
Was this really an easier solution to the story making instead of just
I've never seen Dane so worked up before.
putting two characters to walk and speak? Does it make sense?
Well, this is a nice change, meeting you all at this hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sir Elegy only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg.
Okay, I know that she cannot see them, but
fight could explain that.
If this is your way of offering me replacement
but you see, in
limbs,
Tolindis,
believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss
in
that.
Tolindis
With
past,
bioalchemy,
she can see
anything
others.
is possible.
And she did
Assuming
see
I have your full support in my research.
the girl with Rerir.
Robdatir, what brings you here?
Why, Dainsleif, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhindaughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you. So at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself, so drop the humble servant act. It endears you to no one. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veit doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as for Efterveit, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros and cons.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
You must be Rerir.
Mr. Sir Elegy. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedalfenir. After he spoke at the court this morning, the king was so infuriated by his words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
Vedalfenir in prison?
You think that everything, or just to say everyone that Tolindis saw we can see, but the ones who were not seen by Tolindis we cannot see.
It's about what
so she never saw Dainsleif and what's the name?
Because it's in the best interest
I cannot even pronounce it.
Magistrorum.
The names are
and
so
also
strange.
Because you're slimy.
There we go.
Vedifulnir, perhaps less so.
Okay, so she never saw them.
A visionless
both
visionary?
of them. She never saw either of those two.
It me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in Conria.
Do you honestly think this is an important discussion to be having right now?
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedifulnir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
Hmm? You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedifulnir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler. My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
So, Vedifulnir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation unscathed? You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Tholindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim. This black fog over the board must have some connection to Tholindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Rerir's past? Another mystery I'll need to unravel.
So what do I do exactly? Oh. Interesting. Question mark. Whatever.
Author Tholindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding Moon Marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon Marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, Opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates. An enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research, which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects. This is not a wise move. I have always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this. As well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource, we are neglecting other promising technologies. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is endlessly fueled by questions such as these.
Should it get broken?
This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Delindis, did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed.
Yeah.
You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened. You understand?
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just a normal guy who happens to run some errands for the king.
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
A red moon? You mean our moon?
That's right. Our moon.
Yup.
Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, Delindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins, no matter how long it takes.
Interesting.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this!
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraftatir and Rhindaughter will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedifalnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Okay.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade. It is time for justice to prevail.
Who was actually the best in combat out of 5 of them? That's the question that I have. Something that is definitely interesting. Who was the best in what? Rhindaughter, what? She was in alchemy, right?
This place is filthy.
He trained Skirk.
The smell is
Oh!
abominable. Clearly the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred
Yeah,
of
he's
dignity.
the sword in the chest, so he
is
should be
dire.
the strongest one.
Found you.
Okay,
Hello,
okay.
Mr. Vedifalnir.
It's you.
Surprised?
Alchemist,
wait.
visionary,
I guess surprise isn't an emotion that
warrior.
prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the
Leaves
moment
us
when
with
I was
what?
blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my
stabbed
help.
in the eyes.
The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Rerir is assassin.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw. Yet I am powerless
So
to change
stealth,
it. Fate is an
vision,
immutable force.
power,
I can but lament as the inevitable
stealth,
unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power
skill,
to see the future is nothing
alchemy.
more for him than slowly crush his spirits.
Forgive
And
my
what
curtness,
else?
Vedifalnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
He wasn't entirely wrong.
That's 5 of them.
I did indeed lose my power to see the future. Right
Dane,
up until
I don't know.
Until
He
what?
looks
just now.
For me, he looks like
I
someone
believe I saw something new.
with just a bunch of
Well,
skills.
tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded
Maybe
together to storm the palace,
an
also we can
intel?
rescue you. This will go down as the most
Because he can
tumultuous day in
get
Conrian history.
a lot of intel by
sense hatred in you.
scouting.
But also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed,
He's got a
that
lot of
will be the end of
skills
the story.
to
But this is not the end.
get to the
It
end
is the
with many
beginning of
things.
a new chapter.
Maybe.
And a whole new story. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you?
Snake, yeah.
You're here for yourself.
Snake.
Wolf. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be.
Personality.
But I need you to be honest with me, Vedafilnir.
Okay.
At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future? With your beloved, Felindis?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me,
Snake means betrayal.
What's the answer?
Wolf
in matters of fate,
means
answers are either
power
right
in
or wrong.
The numbers because of the beck.
Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately,
means just
fate does
purely
not negotiate.
Material person.
That is the cruelest thing about fate.
Human
it is
Dane
unmoved by your sacrifices.
Means he has
can't be true.
Sentimental feelings,
I know it's
possibly.
Your voice that I keep hearing in my head.
And what was the rain daughter?
Is changing to seek
the horse.
Power, so I can protect the things I love.
Interesting.
You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it. Why?
She should be the worst.
Why are you doing
and the
all this?
horse is actually one of the
in your head.
best animals when you take a look at the characteristics that everyone is saying
the voice that
and explaining
your mind,
so I don't know,
your trust,
strange,
drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedafilnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life, as if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Felindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedafilnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose.
And what happens if you don't collect the chests in these domains, where you cannot return?
Monsters? Is this Rhine-Daughter's doing? Or the Universitas Magistrorum? Out of my way!
No more lies.
The Universitas. That reminds me of a rumor I once heard. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever gonna activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Help! Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you! Save me! I can't! Ah!
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is true? The king really went through with it? What other means does the king have at his disposal?
Suspicious.
They must run on power
Very
from the Abyss.
suspicious.
And given it's a major center of Abyss research, anyone over at the Universitas will be in grave danger. I have to hurry!
To think that his older brother from Dainsleif and having such a different character, maybe his knowledge of the future actually corrupted him, because knowing everything is not something you want.
Bring it! Teamwork is dreamwork! Strike! There is no escape! Torn to oblivion! Ha! Kuh! Ha! Kuh! Ha!
Seek within.
Let the mountain's veins boil! Everybody stand back! Flash! No turning back! Inazuma shines eternal!
858,000. Oh, you didn't heal. Come on. 858. Not bad.
Monsters at the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now?
No, don't give spoilers. We will see.
Oh no. They're coming. It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons? Of course. All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week, but the new weapons haven't been allocated yet. I'm done for. Is anyone there? I need help!
That was all planned.
Ah! Stay back! Please stay back! Please! Rerir! So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Celindus? No, don't do it! Celindus! Celindus!
I told you, Rerir. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength of will.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rerir, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
Quite possibly.
Not you too.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our own.
Rerir. Rerir.
Lindis.
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rerir? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
And there it is.
I will find you. And then you can give me your answer.
So that's how the Raker of Solnari was born.
Just because of Nefer?
Circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be, that was Conria's fate.
Now we activated the focus quest, so
Everyone,
the Nefer quest is not
I'm
going to be
back.
activated.
Can I get a standing ovation?
Never! How are you holding up? Feeling okay?
She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will
Both
have
is
seen the
mixed.
events of Rerir's life through my thoughts.
Okay.
It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by personal tragedy, as he said himself.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone. But they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria. However, I would not consider Rerir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes, nobody is safe.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nod-Krai in their hour of need?
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time. Bravo.
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw went right over my head.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
That's true.
Yes, boss. Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly...
Okay, I don't care about contracts that you two have between yourselves, so let's go.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, you meant this.
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the Curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique.
More or less means
Has anything
no.
like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which was also the case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another...
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
let's continue.
I suggest everyone, even though you don't want to dismiss mental fatigue, just be...
Don't I have...
If we can find a...
Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue
She
our
got
journey,
lost
the
because
same
she's
rule,
tired.
you have my
Okay,
word.
come on. The answer to your question is I don't like it. It might be necessary to learn something about Nefer, but I don't like it.
That's not a good sign.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour.
Oh.
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you all day. I think he has some news for you.
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change?
What do you mean loose change?
Okay. So this is the place where Nefer actually grew up. In the canyon.
Hey kid, mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you...
I've written a new song.
Okay, don't care about books, don't care about pocket money. Next.
There's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting...
Pile of stones. Got it. Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
We have a well again.
That's right. I found a new one and brought back...
Okay,
as the chief
nothing
of our
important.
tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us
Chief
out of
of the
hardship
tribe.
and poverty. You know how... But things are...
So you're...
Special ambassador, they call it. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated.
So... Do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time.
Okay, whatever. Not really a place to grow up, if we are being honest. And definitely not a place where you should
That's
go
our well, and you know it. You stole from
as
us.
a young age
Well, you've
to,
gone from
you know,
chief to thief, and
explore
now you have to face
by
the
yourself.
consequences.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
Well, because she's the intel broker, then it means that she must be a lying manipulator.
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I did corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you safely. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. It was a matter of survival. Praise the gods. The well of the Iab tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but not without being spotted. I fear they will retaliate. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the academia's decision and prevent them from retaliating. This is an emergency. Please send help as soon as possible.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. What a
Officer. I thought you would at least... This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer. I promise.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in this desert possesses serious academic potential.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise. I beg you, take her away from this place. Give her a chance. Don't let her talent go to waste.
I don't recognize her. New arrival?
She showed up here a few days ago and we took her in. She's a really bright kid. Please help. I'm begging you.
So,
yeah, she was trapped.
Where are you from?
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of your family? How many of you are there?
Just the one.
It's only you?
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters, no mother or father?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form. Never? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Okay.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think I'm a weak student?
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind.
I don't remember
Almost
Paimon
too
got
sharp.
it.
I think what you're saying
If
is
Paimon got
a
it,
weak
then it
student
means
wouldn't
they have no
noticed the
requirements.
discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are, and I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from. Because I'm different.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. It's just... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions? What's the other
Stupid chair.
I wanted to check. If someone sent me a letter to the academia, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter.
The House of Dana, I expect. Whatever you're looking for.
Okay.
Wouldn't know.
Oh, don't mention it.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best. It's
Okay,
not
we
just...
don't care about
I
academia
haven't.
and teaching, studying. We can skip that. She was here. She was extraordinary. She managed to make her own business with her talent of manipulating and getting intel on some box.
This must be it. Let's take a look.
You didn't get a letter.
A dilapidation, sir. This one was... Who was it? This one...
Yeah.
In clinical term, for example, this seems like something... Wait.
Okay.
The note says...
Why do you need to explain absolutely everything? I really do not
This
care.
next one is a few words of protest in recent years. However, as well as education is the as grand. I do hope. And the sender. So this, whatever. I'm not exactly holding. I can't believe. I don't believe for.
How do you mean reveal?
Wait.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinu. I don't know how well you remember it now, but in my tribe, the Shimti tribe, this brings me to my reason for writing. There was the Eob and Una. I found a well. When we met, that aside, we have next...
From the outset, the academia never took you, and you were so... You swore. You liar. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks. I think I'll take a...
It would be so amazing if, while we are not fighting, you could have infinite stamina.
I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer?
I'm quitting.
Does it even matter if you know my real name or not? I mean, I did reveal it because that's the name of the channel at the moment.
Yeah,
but
I lied.
Is it that much important?
It's not worth much.
I don't understand other people.
Alright, that's all.
To know the full name, that's a different story, but to know just a name...
Don't forget me, okay? I mean,
not a big
we're
deal.
more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I lied again. And as for remember, I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But... It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made. If not, I'd be very disappointed.
Please, sir, lower your blade.
Well, you know the
I'm
name.
the one they sent. Not all special
For a long
ambassadors share
time.
my admiration for the Eab people. The ever-shifting back.
So...
This well is...
You're not wrong.
Of course not. Records uncovered by... I checked the map...
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a little low, don't you think?
Don't get greedy, Eab. We know far more...
So what if it was?
And let's fight.
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, I hope I am...
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people and make you watch as I cut their heads off one.
You see how I'm... And what does a barb...
All right, I take your point. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed.
Gladly. So let's indulge.
Never cruel. Well, I
Chief,
do
it's an emergency.
the thing for a long time that she is like that.
Well, don't just stand.
Yes, Chief.
I have every...
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well.
I
am obliged to...
No! Please, that well...
Glad to hear it.
If there is a
Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger. What an amazing feeling.
Yeah,
So, in
you
summary,
women like it.
Ambassador,
The Eab are, so let me ask.
kill them all.
But
Precisely.
that's
At the
like a
same
mental
time.
illness.
Right. Natural.
If you
Weren't
keep
the
on doing
Eab-
it
Let me be clear.
for your own good.
You see, Dad?
It's like a disease that just spreads and it doesn't end and stop if you don't actually say, I will not do it anymore. And even then, it's too hard.
Look at yourselves. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke. Oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, our tribespeople would still be alive. But you could...
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but even so...
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
You got this, Yehoda. It's your time to shine.
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto a completely different topic. So, anyway, that's enough of that. When are we getting out of this place? Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired. Oh, Lauma, you tired?
Yes. If we can find somewhere to sit down, I could certainly do with a rest.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up ahead.
Is this situation about to reach a conclusion?
Yes.
Really? A temple? That's where this story ends?
Because she found her chest there. Chest,
I guess
not
that's how
chest,
things
chest.
go in the desert.
Desert
Oh, I
dwellers
didn't read
can
it.
never escape
Oops.
their destiny.
Anyways,
Or
let's just go.
My biggest...
Okay. She
I didn't
lost
know you were
her
quite an
family.
expert in the history of
She grew up alone.
I know who you mean. General
Got to the
Mahamudra-
academia, but still the
Sinnoh's
academia
hardly a
was
figure of
not enough for her talent
He's not a small
of
praise. This is the bare
getting
bone
intel
thanks for your
and
patience, everyone. I'm
manipulating.
Sure it's been a lot to take in.
And in the end, she got to the temple. And in the temple, let's see what did she find. If I'm correct, she found her chest and well, started gathering intel more easily, which in the end means that's the beginning of her job.
Uh-oh. I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. I want to do the whole name.
A statue with the head of a bird.
Yeah, King Deshret's mausoleum.
That's Thoth, the Ibis King, one of the 7 pillars of King Deshret.
Oh.
The legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the 3 retainers of King Deshret. Let's take a look.
Oh, the cat.
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Oh. Oh.
Hold on!
Interesting.
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
Bam! Did she get it from the Columbina?
How repulsive.
That was quite interesting. And she did what exactly? Is it like she blocked him from spawning where he wants?
Well, didn't I?
Well, you certainly did, thank you. In the very last moment, Columbina, in the very last moment.
I'm just glad no one was hurt. Paimon noticed
Yeah.
you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice is still intact after all these years.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Okay.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone? That shouldn't be possible.
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an expert at finding a trail and hunting down his pursuers.
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it.
And who is
That's why we weren't able to
Aizen?
leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, I enrolled in the academia, where some new information came to light. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million Mora. The Eab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every warrior in the tribe. The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes.
Oh.
The remaining Iab fled and have been scattered to the winds
I didn't
ever
watch
since. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was, seemingly immune to the relentless hostility of the desert, while my tribal home lay in ruins. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate deep inside the temple, and there he made a deal with me. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his power of piercing analysis. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth, but I don't believe that's the full story. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's, full of secrets, perversions, egotistical tendencies. But precious few gods are willing to admit this.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few. As you rightly point out, this is an act of favoritism.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned. Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Rerir of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the investigation has been most fruitful indeed. The Rerir of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Khanrian subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details of his story. Please save any questions or comments for the end.
Okay. Okay, everything that we learned about killing the Crimson Moon children, and in the end his fiancée as well.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Nod-Krai. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Teyvat suffers the consequences. This is a threat that the Knights of Favonius cannot ignore.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerir's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lama, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge, others of a gateway to the unknown. The term Moon Gate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses. We cannot know whether it truly exists.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moon Gate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But
Not
there's
yet.
more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as never mentioned, Holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Rerir of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave unsolved for now.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a
Quest
moment,
so far.
I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway.
So far, the quest is
that neither
meh.
Thalindus nor Rerir made it through unscathed.
So, I don't know.
The evidence pointing
really.
to this is the fact that the Rerir of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the wild hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the wild hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the wild hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments and see if there is any validity to my suspicions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation.
Normal human.
Already, it has greatly enriched my understanding of the entity we face.
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves useful as we look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
I mean, Dainsleif is almost
when I think
normal.
of the man I once knew
Just
as
because of the
Rerir,
curse, he isn't.
I struggle to understand why things had to turn out like this.
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but my heart goes out to you.
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and lies. And the skies are host to many more mysteries than these alone. Yet, none of that can begin to compare with the complexity of human life.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you, both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting. I'm sure Nefer needs some time to recover. She's been through an awful lot today.
That's very thoughtful of you, Lama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan.
Okay.
Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation.
It's fine, come on in.
No need. Come on, let's talk outside.
Okay.
Anyway, Nefer went back to the curatorium to get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Rerir of Solnari inside her chest set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension. It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Honestly, my mom figured that might be the case. So, how long have we got?
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, Seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. What a long and storied history it has. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will. Anyway, after all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsleif is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have, there's no way we can pull this off without his help. You have some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us?
I'll see what I can do.
Great. I appreciate it. Alright, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but at least it's a start. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Oh, please ask away.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
Alright, so here's what we're thinking. We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this.
Okay,
I mean,
and
firstly,
one of the
you're
things
not
that is
locals.
important,
Secondly,
they will not
none of us are your
include
boss.
into
You're
the
well
text.
within your rights to refuse if you so choose.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all of us against the Rerir of Solnari, or none of us stand a chance.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the stakes are through the roof.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
And we are not going to get any details. Great.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure you're ready.
We have 2 plans,
to be clear,
and we do not even know which one
it.
of those 2
I just want to make
or
sure.
combination of 2
are you really willing
is
to
it going
take all
to
this
be
on?
I
in
want
the
to do
end.
everything within my power.
And
the Rerir of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if
they
I
are
do
still
my
not
part,
going to say it.
it'll greatly reduce the
And it
risk
can
for
be
everyone else involved.
the 3rd plan
Well, that
that
tracks
is
with
going
what I've
to
heard.
be in
She's
the
mentioned in
end
her letters that you're
to
so
accomplish the
diligent, it's
mission.
almost abnormal. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger without a moment's hesitation. Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight. I want to make sure your courage doesn't come at the expense of your safety.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.
Okay, just stop with this stupid text. I'm not going to read it. No one is going to read it. It's just stupid. Just give us a narrator or something. I don't know. Or make the voice actor for the traveler
This is
speak
a
it
thorough
out.
plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rerir and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rerir has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood, not looking to escape.
As someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the Wild Hunt, those all seem like valid observations to me.
Understood. Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and Durin are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you?
We are ready.
No objections? All right.
Even
Then it's
Dory is
settled.
here.
This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights of Favonius.
Heh. Who'd you hear it from? D-Luke?
We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangamabe. So, the longer your name, the higher your net worth. Is that the idea here? In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right, I know your full name.
No, I thought that I will
appreciate you
never
keeping that a
see
secret.
Dory in a story
okay,
again.
fine.
Dory
I'm
story.
actually only here as a favor for
It
someone
rhymes.
else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise? Oh, does this mean someone out there actually
It most certainly does not. We said, Moms.
Okay.
It's a lucky
We don't
charm that-
care, Dory. We
You're
don't
right.
care. Let's continue with the plan. And let's finally fight him
It's a
and
very
take him down for good.
Looks like
Hey, don't be so pessimistic.
The stage preparations. Dory, a friend of Alice. By the way, if we are going to face him, although no, he's got the Wild Hunt, but they are not finished. Anyways.
Dory, how are things going? Feeling?
Oh, don't forget. Ta-da! See? It's right here.
Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it? Aha!
They will give me the team.
Mage Alice, I passed this on to the
Okay.
Dendro Archon. Anyway, point being, took him long enough. Marak delivered so.
Anyways, everyone's working on the plan, so
Either way.
this is just a waste of time.
Huh?
It could be like,
Well, there always
hey,
gonna be Alice has been
let's meet
more
up
than
in,
No one knows. Oh,
I don't know,
that doesn't
6
mean when it
hours
comes- My priority is
and
to I do say so,
get
and that's
with
and
everything that we prepared to the location that we need to go. And that's it. But no, you need to talk with everyone. You need to waste even more time, even more precious time, for no reason. This is what I don't like.
Traveler, Paimon. Good.
Everything going?
Per the plan.
What? You can actually dissect the Wild Hunt?
That depends on your definition of wild hunt and dissection. Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions. The wild hunt is an interesting phenomenon. in and of itself. Master Gripe, I
Okay,
don't think
don't
that it's
care.
a stray, perhaps the... oh, sorry. Back to our research findings. You could think of this. Unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Rerir of Solnari either.
Oh, that's terrible news.
Miss Columbina's
But
situation
with
is a
me,
difficult one. She can. It's
you
as
could.
if her create.
Given the circumstances, time to kick off the backup.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot. This is for you. Dory asked.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you.
All right then.
I think you will be, but fine. Are we going to get the Varka team? No, don't tell me. I will see. But I hope that it's going to be the Varka team then. But it means that Dorin is going to be there as well, which in the end
Miss Lauma, is everyone
means
here?
that
Yes.
he will not
Lady.
go.
Within the next 24 hours,
That he will fight.
this is not
So
a
the
burden that we
opposite
deserve
from what
to
he
bear.
just said.
But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life.
Yeah, Rerir
So I
is
intend to
immortal.
act. I must do what I
How
think
to
is right.
fight an enemy
For me,
who cannot be
That
defeated.
means fighting for this gentleman.
Hey everyone, guess I should introduce myself. Biggest strengths are, on...
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things. Have you always been called Dainsleif?
Yes. I take it your own name has a more complicated history.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbina is my name. At least, not in the same way that Dainsleif is yours. But it's what everyone calls me, and I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I get so used to things that I forget to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. Do you
Okay.
ever find yourself missing Conria?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, I remember little that was beautiful or sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend. He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life. Some friendship, that is.
So, do you plan to fight him with us?
He betrayed me.
You see, you're torn. Now you know what really happened. You see the things he's done in a new light.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position would feel conflicted too. Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for it.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. Yet even now, they support me, which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing their help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think they've been listening.
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello.
And she literally said hello. Nothing else. Come on. We were just concerned about you. Yes.
I apologize for making you worry.
I will probably
no doubt
skip
you
this.
wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Rerir of Solnari. I'm afraid I need a little time, but I will seriously consider joining you.
You will? Oh, thank you so much.
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to eventually.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude.
Okay, next.
It's nearly showtime. Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
You know the place. Like I have been here, and I haven't.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
And these things, they take so much time. It is really nice implementation of multiple spaces and being able not just to hear everyone, but to interact with everyone. But it's taking so much time because this is something that
I am delighted to be able to join
it's not like in the last act. In the last act, you were doing something,
To settle down at first.
and in this one, you're just speaking.
Ino asked me to relay. Meanwhile,
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chess set's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
no sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it. Be careful, Traveler.
I will.
And let's begin.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Ready?
Let's go.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Interesting, and this looks so good.
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too.
Let me help you guys.
Moonlight betrays you. Hunt them down.
Close your eyes.
Okay, I cannot play with Aino.
You poor can't hide the truth. It all adds up. The deception ends here.
One heart, we pray. Forest, protect us.
Observe.
Hunt them down. Moonlight betrays you to dust.
Be silent.
Water jet!
Can't hide the truth.
No more lies. Seek within.
Moonlight.
By the craftsman of old.
Wipe out!
It all falls into place.
It began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Move!
Water jet!
Close your eyes.
Come on, I'm pressing it. Why are you not working?
Do you see now? Vladimir, when will it be as you foretold?
Go!
Foul spirit is not welcome here.
With one heart, we pray.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies.
A grave transgression.
Come on, switch.
The long sleep beckons. Be silent. Close your eyes.
Seek within.
For the everlasting forest. You poor lost one.
It all adds up.
Moonlight.
Can't hide the truth. It all adds up.
Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust.
Hunt him down.
I will return.
Moonlight.
Is the Prince the only one who's not going to get healed?
No more lies.
Futile.
He's just attacking too fast and I cannot activate my Nefer because charge attack is too slow in Genshin.
To go first. No. Get out of my sight!
No! We've been separated!
Will it take?
You okay?
Nefer, where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
Run towards hide for. Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Okay.
Lauma! Can you hear me?
Hold on, wait. Silence.
The voices are gone. But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task.
Destroy.
Breathe on for long enough. The moment will come. Wipe out! Go!
Can't hide the truth.
He's got such a...
It all adds
Oh
up.
my god. So much HP. So much HP. Oh my god.
I've got this!
And what now?
The shield's broken. I can't keep this up!
Don't push your luck.
How much power will it take?
Water jet!
No more lies. Can't hide the truth. The mystery unwrapped.
Bombs away!
It all adds up. Time to come clean. No more
And
lies.
just as the Daneslave's older brother, whose name I again forgot how to pronounce, said he does have the whole army with him.
It all adds up. Let's see what you're made of. No more lies.
Destroyed. Reborn.
The mystery unravels. Can't hide the truth.
C3? Yeah, he's attacking too fast.
There's no other way.
The only way to defeat Rerir is to borrow his own power.
Borrow?
That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Nefer, your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist. And then, I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on. Keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never being able to save your beloved. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rerir.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to feel afraid!
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you!
Oh!
What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, We have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
Okay. But he didn't say anything. He didn't say anything when he saw Dainsleif. He was just shocked. He didn't say a thing. And I think that we will see Rerir again. I don't think that this is the last time.
How are your eyes?
They're fine. Apart from the blindness, of course.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it.
Okay, they will save Nefer now.
Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake.
Even so.
Okay, let's just continue. She will
I'd be
heal
hard-pressed
her
to
and
argue.
save
Still,
her.
People suffer.
So let's go.
Thank you.
Yeah, cutscene was really good.
Don't
Really
try and open
good.
your eyes just yet.
It
We'll
could
see how
have
you
been
do.
much
I'll send
better
full
in terms
details
of the
through your
fighting,
photo.
if
My
we are being
dear
honest.
friends, we have fought.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both.
It kinda even looked like Columbina might lose. And just because of all of his power that she got,
There's something I want to let you know.
it seems that that was the only way to defeat him. And
What is
she's much more powerful and could
They're
stand
infected
his
everyone's minds
attacks
so I could access their
before.
powers. I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Hold on. Let me try.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief. But I must say,
She cannot even
I'm
open her
surprised
eyes.
to hear the Kutar share something like this with me.
MVP
In the
Albedo.
past, you never used to open
Yeah.
up about yourself.
Things
Yeah.
are a little different now from how they were.
Friends.
Okay, anyways. It still should be like 1 hour left of this Act 4. So what can even happen in 1 hour? Except that we will
Any aches and pains?
probably
I'm
skip
doing
almost everything.
Glad to hear you didn't starve.
I'm really
was the
grateful
food?
that the traveler, our main character, is finally speaking, but I'm going to skip this part. So the part where I would really like him to speak, he didn't, and the part that is not that much important, he is speaking. Although I do understand that speaking with Paimon is much easier than speaking in the group.
How are you feeling?
But hey,
much better.
But as you can see, he can do it, so they could actually put
if that changes,
main character to talk all the time, so no more reading from me, no more black screen with the text. That's just not something that is important, okay? That's just something that is not important.
Turns out that
you see, he
Yes,
was speaking a little while ago, and now he again is not.
You bet. Sure thing.
Yeah, what's on your mind?
Rerir of Solnari.
Kind of a snake,
Kind
don't
of
you
a
think?
snake, don't you think?
More of a wolf in my mind.
No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say.
I guess he didn't like seeing people go down the path of vengeance.
Perhaps. What else is left when everything you depend... If your work, it's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father... Oh, father. Look at the Ibis King. He's never brought it up. Why else would he give me...
Coming back to the past
his response,
of
did he really
Nefer
think I'd
again.
fall for that? So that's enough. He's a prisoner. He lives in... It's preposterous. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world.
Set up for next one, okay.
If you ask me, for example... so be it. They have
But we
sharp
will skip
ears.
this
I
part
can't keep
because this
anything
is
from
not
them.
important,
Oh,
honestly.
Is that what it looks like? Well, when you find yourself in a
Just a
situation
friendly
if you understand
conversations,
what's at stake,
nothing
very
else, no information, no lore, no nothing. Oh! The Act 4 is completed!
Huh? Am I imagining?
So we did finish it much earlier. Much earlier. Okay. So
that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up
after
to
this, we are
Don't know,
done.
don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on. He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
Oh, Rerir. Oh my god. No. Still the Act 4 and they said completed. What?
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely. I must thank you for the device.
Why come and ask me when you...
I mostly came to thank...
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your...
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable...
Huh? Charitable?
Let's see. The first plot of land...
Stop! What do you think you're doing?
Yeah. Got it when you said it.
It's nothing
Although,
to hide from.
what do even
They're
they
all
have with the
perfectly legitimate
Sumeru, and
investments.
when did they see
And
the
some of
Torre
land you
last
purchased
time?
was with the intent of building
That's
a sanctuary.
A little bit strange.
Yes, I heard about that too.
Because they weren't in that part of the story, you know.
You're a curious case, Lord Sangama Bay. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you? But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep...
Okay, this is not important.
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if disasters are capricious things, they strike what my elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. It was something I looked at tech people.
It's a pity that...
So? What's the problem with that?
But surely you have dreamed...
You don't get it, do you? Just thinking of...
Thank you.
For the...
And the pen.
Oh, that.
Seems like we've both...
Yeah. So long that I barely remember what my...
That would be your...
Yeah. It's not like my sister can't help me now.
No. This is Act 4. The title is wrong, so just ignore it. I forgot to change from 3 to 4. Okay, and to listen to these guys.
How have you been holding up? Any
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster.
What?
You played an Indus sometimes.
Let's do a quick demonstration.
Thank you.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass?
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've...
Can I get you a drink?
Huh?
Handling a drink?
I'm all believed to be totally on.
Don't worry.
To put it in the when facing an enemy you have no hope of So, instead of looking for a way for this to work, for added security, the alchemical array, that power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that given his history with Rerir,
it must have been...
Absolutely. He was torn, but anyway, however you...
Okay, this is something that I will not
skip.
skip.
That's the only reason you're here. Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends. I think this is very important. So I felt I had to come and tell you. Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now. Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers? What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down. If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point? Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door. Will you still invite me to your next tea party? What? Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye.
Yeah, she is a softie. But she likes to play that she's hard. Catching up with a friend? Hope I'm not interrupting.
Last time the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time?
Huh.
We just wanted to, you know, see how you were doing now that it's all over. Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rerir of Solnari would be able to lay so much as a finger upon me, given how prepared I was. Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
I spy books and teacups on the table, afternoon tea, so we are interrupting after all.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead. Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations. You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant, dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer.
Lord Artificer? You mean Alain Guillotin? Guillotin. Genshin and their names. This is getting out of hand. With Khaenri'ah, this is getting out of hand. This, I just, oh my god. This is unreadable.
Who else? Pretty much all the mecha in Fontaine are his personal handiwork.
Okay.
Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend? I mean, I guess we were friendly enough.
What does that even mean? So, you've actually met him, but he lived hundreds of years ago.
Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request, but I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have been such a waste.
And the Fontaine as well with the names.
That's where the formulas in your notebook are from? I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored. Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in comparison. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me.
Yeah, the
'cause
friends.
I lose a few brain cells in the process.
The
Anyway,
French.
while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, René and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Nod-Krai Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them, but it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper, a sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end, the prophecy would come true, the apocalypse would arrive, and the future would never be. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics began to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world. And if René and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect, and it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was René. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways.
And how long is this?
It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that René only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about René's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in René's mind. Even then, the next time they met, René's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change
the rest
the
of
tide
the
of
quest.
fate only resulted
It's ending,
in a wave
yeah,
that
I know,
swallowed
but
up the world,
how long is
even
this
before the
ending going to be?
apocalypse came. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, René wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, René awoke from his deluded dream. Though of course by then it was far too late. What do you think of René? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his delusional dream? Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective.
Well, I'm not sure at the moment what to think of it.
What a cop-out. But I suspect you'd have a more incisive and insightful answer if we dug into it further.
Well, maybe I would. And what about you? What's your take on Renee?
I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I like fools who let their delusions take control.
Well,
maybe I could
that makes
understand
two
if
of
Renee
us.
had just been an ordinary person.
It's just the
But he
thing
had a
that
sage-like
I really do not know what to say about
Still managed to get
him
himself lost in the labyrinth of his
when
own
you
desires.
asked already.
Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, Alain lost his friends and family. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause or anything. After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friend. I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space to breathe in his lifetime. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nod-Krai Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he barely touched in his adult life. He told me that the director of the Nod-Krai Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories. Apparently, they worked wonders at sending kids off to sleep. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else really mattered. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nod-Krai Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that,
yeah, I'm not going
tensions over
to
competing
even
dreams
try
would
to
once
pronounce
again cause
it.
a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain. And that
why
is
is
the
she like
story
a
of
cat?
two people from the Nod-Krai Institute who both wanted to
Narcissus.
save
Oh
the
my
world.
god.
One went all in on his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back, and ended up calmly sinking to the bottom of the deepest sea. The
Testing
other
our
sought desperately to burn
tongues.
bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of saving the world? Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire: to save themselves. They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them, desires to explore the meaning of life, ambitions to have a successful career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away in one fell swoop. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world?
It should be. If you're saving the world by saving yourself in the first place. Let's say, for example, you have us in Teyvat and we are going to save Teyvat. but to save the Tevat we need to save ourselves, so yeah, it's enough.
The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked him the same question back when he was in his prime, putting all of his energy into his work. He gave the exact same answer as you did. No elaboration, just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work. He was always that way.
She fixed her.
All right,
oh my
tea
god.
time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting me. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin
You are safe.
diagnostics.
Because I'm not going to bother you. And there it is! Act 5! Don't enter anything else, please. Alright. Go to the Adventurers Guild. Great! Now I can't go into the center of the town again. Great. Just great. Anyways, that's going to be everything. No, Columbina is just fine. Columbina is just fine. The way that she is at the moment is perfect when it comes to the character.
I see the value in my
so,
own,
anyways,
but I also see the
this
meaning in
is
all
going
the
to be
endeavors of the
everything
people
from
of
today's
Fontaine.
stream.
I
We
believe I will
ended the
continue
Act
to take
4.
pride in fulfilling my
I
duties.
do still enjoy the separate, you know, the few screens that you have, the few missions at the same time, and you joining other teams all the time, switching. That's awesome, that's amazing. But when it comes to useless conversations, it's just a waste of time, and we had it in this act. In the last one we didn't have it. At the beginning of this act we had a lot of the conversations that are, to say the least, useless. As in fact we have kinda in the middle of it, but hey, we did learn about the past of Nefer. We got stuck in her past memories, so that Rerir can ambush us. So, although they did make it work, it still isn't anything spectacular, so I don't know. It's just like, hey, give me the stories from Mondstadt and Liyue, because let's be honest,
I see the value in my own work.
Why would
but
we
I also
want
see the
to
meaning in
waste
all the
so much
endeavors of the
time
people of
when we
Fontaine.
can just go,
I believe I will continue to
you know,
take pride in
to the
fulfilling my
point.
duties.
We need to make a plan. Okay, we made a plan, let's go. We need to prepare this here, we need to prepare this here, and when you finish everything, okay, it's time to fight. Let's go and fight. Bam! It would be like half the time of the current quests. So imagine, instead of 3 hours long, it would be 1.5 hours long, which would be perfect. It would be perfect. Why does it need to be like
Water
a
comes
complete
in many
series
flavors
of
to
the,
discern
I don't know, Lord of the
Mondstadt
Rings
water
every
is
single
crisp
time when
and
I
pure,
enter the story?
while water from
Just
Liyue has an
come on,
enduring
keep it a little bit
In
shorter.
Inazuma,
A
the water
little bit
possesses a
shorter.
depth
This
of
is
flavor
too long,
unlike
okay?
any other.
I wanted it to be
Sumeri's
longer than
water
1 hour,
has a rich and
and it
complex
is
flavor
longer than
profile.
1 hour, but
Must be savored patiently
kinda
to fully
too long at this point. 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Like, man, it's ridiculous, okay? It is ridiculous. But anyways, in the end, all in all, quest was good. The Traveler is speaking, that's a plus. Good scenes, that's a plus. Not the perfect ones, but good ones. Still, many mysteries to unravel, because hey, he will come back. That's a plus, but we have minuses on useless conversations, on something that is not important to the whole quest, and what else? I don't know. I'm not thinking about anything at the moment. We finished it, and well, I am pleased, but the last one was a little bit better than this one. If you're thinking about asking me about opinion on the quests, Connery is fine, but in the end gets too talkative. Yeah, they talk too much. The memory thing, I didn't really... Okay, when it comes to Rerir, the memory thing was kinda good. It would be okay if it was a little bit, you know, shorter, while you need to move from place to place. They could just make it... They could make it more be like a movie. So we don't need to move, we don't need to walk that much. Just scene after scene after scene. Just show us. Let's go to the training room, and you show where it is. You show us going, and you place another screen, us entering inside the room, and the scene begins. We don't need to run, we don't need to do anything, we just listen to absolutely everything. That would be much better, but hey, I'm not the one who is choosing how is it going to be, so unfortunately we will need to walk so much in this game, in between the conversations, in between places to go and everything, and as I said, we could just make everything be like a short movie.
But I also see the meaning
it
in
is
all
what
the
it is.
endeavors of the people of Montana. I believe I will continue.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to the Tilindus in the end. Not completely. Yeah. Anyways, just a little bit less conversations, and it's going to be perfect. Am I right? I think I am. And let the traveler talk all the time, and when it comes to the fighting scenes,
Melusines are beautiful
don't make
creatures.
it just
they are
so,
the pride of Fontaine.
you know.
Be sure to befriend them.
It's
Cause
not
them no harm.
I wouldn't say complicated, but what? When we fought and when we entered the scene, he lost a little bit of his power. He missed us. Columbina came. They hit each other for 5 or 6 times, and then she just kinda trapped him and launched him into the other dimension. I mean, it was kinda okay, but it could be much better. But hey, it's done. It is what it is. We will see Rerir again, and in the next stream we are continuing to the Act 5.
But I also see
so
the
yeah,
in all the
join me the
endeavors
next
of the
one,
people
and
of
thank you for
Fontaine.
joining today. I hope
believe I
you
will
are doing
continue to
good,
take pride
and
in fulfilling
I
my
hope I will
duties.
see you in the next stream as well.